when at the beginning of things it was, hey, you still have two of the top 10 players. Again, arbitrary lists of where guys are in the time continuum, that you've made it to this point.
I still think that they did accomplish something, and I understand your point of it at the beginning of the season and what you're saying about Anthony Davis and LeBron James. But I also think that way of thinking, not critical of you and saying this, but the way of thinking that these two guys can win a title, not the NBA anymore. Look how many guys are Nuggets. They probably have the best player in the in the league, and they've got Jamal Murray there as well. But you need KCP, and you need Michael Porter Jr. to hit sort of shot.
Right, but to say that you greatly and these role players all picked up. Austin Reeves, there's tremendous find, scouting, circumstance, etc. Rui Hachimura was languishing in no man's land, comes over, and now he's probably going to be a, what, $15 to $18 billion a year player. They're going to have to decide which of these guys they can actually keep. You've got the specter of Kyrie Irving out there. You got a lot of random trades that people have just thrown up against the wall, which are kind of comical in a lot of ways. But hey, that's what we do as soon as the people. We normally don't. I was using the royal we here, but yeah, certainly not my cup of tea. But to that point, you know, we get in. Hell, we do that before tip-off of the opening night. Hey, you know, this guy's going to be a free agent next year. Where's he going to go? How's he going to trade? But like my point was more just they didn't throw the white flag in, and the Western Conference was filled with teams outside of Denver who we had questions of because we hadn't seen this iteration into the playoffs together. Every other team was either really young and like, all right, will they be able to hold up Sacramento, or teams had big flaws or reports like the Sea Warriors, right, in rotations and whatever else. So the Lakers were in a position where it was, and the attitude had been very early, even when they were 2-10. If they can get in, they could be a problem if these two are healthy. But then they get there, and then I've heard a lot of locally, at least, maybe nationally, it's been more about the LeBron side of it. But from the team of wow, what a try-hard kind of operation. Like I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that narrative. And maybe it's just me, and I'm a cynical, old, salty, red-faced guy.
I just think that LeBron's goal at the beginning of the year was just to make it to the Western Conference Finals. I don't think that, considering the cards that they were dealt, and if it was LeBron dealing it, then so be it. They didn't make the most of it. And listen, bad schedules down the stretch happen a lot of times because teams just want to tank. And so we don't. I can't tell you Golden State won it all last year. I can't tell you what their schedule was down the stretch. I do know that the Warriors won an NBA title, and I do know that the Lakers made the Western Conference Final. And this matched the Warriors team and beat a Grizzlies team that had their own issues. So there is accomplishments within all of that. Going back to the point of, wording-wise, and bringing it even back to the Pippen, maybe different words should be used. Maybe we shouldn't use horrible. Raw, maybe.
Horrible is a better headline. He was a one-on-one player. They won nothing.
Quite that.
And I can't.
That's it. He could have said. He could have said he was very one-on-one. That's solo show, but they say horrible is not ever.
Scotty Pippen.
What a guy.
The legend. Well, they won't be making up anytime soon. And obviously the fact that Michael Jordan's son is with his ex. That's a nice subplot to all of that. But, what's he going to do? Criticize his kids? So I'll go after the old man.
There are things that I will see in Gotham headlines that I just assume are not true. And I just assume that one was not true. And what do you know? It was true. My goodness. Mike Harmon.
Craziness all around. At Dan Byer on Fox, where you find Dan. Find me over at Swollen Dome. Coming up next, we're going to have the play.